you. I love this background music, It's so calming. What up, gang? What up, gang? What up, gang? How you guys doing? Good to see y'all. Pleasure to be here in front of you once again. Yeah, we got some discussion points today. Happy to see you guys because I got some great news for you guys. Also about the upcoming week, how to move forward. Small recap about the launch. Got some teaser updates for you guys about what will come, etc., etc. So let's dive right into it, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, thanks for your patience. A little bit late, a little bit on the later side, but yeah, you guys know me by now. Okay, guys. So let's start about a small recap about launch. So basically, looking back on the launch, I think we've done a good result. But I think it definitely could have been better, for sure. But I think overall, if you purely look at the result, I'll get into the claiming situation in a bit. But if you purely look at the result, I think the result was good. We've had a lot of compliments from internal people, launch partners, etc., etc. Because in these market conditions, guys, and especially with this war going on, and all these assets tanking at the moment, also crypto tokens, a lot of insecurity at the moment. I think we've done a very respectable result in the 30x. I think that has been tremendous. We were at 600 million FTV, which was pretty sick, I think, for a new launch. So I think that was definitely on the positive side. Lots of buyers, like, guys, you guys are also crazy, you know what I mean? It's the whole chat blew up, like more than 10,000 messages in one day. It shows the power of the community, and also with all the new people and the smaller holders in it. Because speaking about that, I think with the claiming situation, going deep into the claiming situation, like I also said on the launch day live AMA, the claiming situation really super unnecessary, because we tested it truly. Like we've been we've had this portal like half a year ago or a year ago, and we were strictly working with this portal. We've tested it dozens of times, constantly have been testing it, no issues at all. And then on launch day itself, all these bugs pop up, and yeah, that has definitely wasn't great for launch. By now, 80 to 90% of all the outstanding cases have been resolved. If you still have an outstanding case, please DM either Xavier or Thomas. But also respect, guys, that these guys have had a lot of cases and they're working around the clock. So if they haven't responded or haven't got back to you, please exercise some patience. You can also send me a DM, and then I'll make sure to try to forward it to one of these guys. So yeah, 80 to 90% of the cases have been resolved. What now the plan is, guys, is I think, aside from the claiming situation, I think with a 30x, $7 million volume organically at the first day is pretty insane. $5.7 million of volume on day two. We're now nearing almost 4 to 4.5 million expectation for today, volume-wise. So in the first 3 days, the activity and volume-wise, showing the liquidity and the trading and the trader interest, has been pretty great. What we see now is, because the resolvements for claiming are still being made, basically means that you will still have some short-term sellers of launch pads, of airdrops that we've done for this community, which also generated a lot of buy pressure. But definitely we're now at a situation where these short-term people are getting out. And I think if all these short-term people are getting out, and together with the tough market conditions that we've launched in, which obviously the complete community wanted, I think we're now at the situation where these short-term sellers are all getting out, which is positive. And then we're still at a 3x with all the short-term sellers out. So I think that's positive. Then if it wasn't for this claiming situation, I think everybody would have been very satisfied with the launch. But I completely understand that the claiming situation obviously had a backwards effect in that sense. Talking about a lot of things about DEX tools and DEX Screener, CoinMarketCap. So we're currently in touch with all the teams of these platforms, especially CoinMarketCap, to get this chart adjusted. Because it shows like we've launched at 10x the price, which definitely wasn't the case. Especially if you look at the MEXC candle or the MEXC chart, it's just not the case. So it looks like we've been have a very red chart, but it should actually be all green, because we're still way above listing price. So so even in these market conditions, the whole chart should be green. You know what I mean? So we're getting that adjusted and making sure that that look for optics gets done. But you know, launch, the whole team is so swapped, and then it gets into the weekend. You know, Friday, Thursday, obviously, you know, if you launch it 4 p.m. CET, 2 p.m. UTC, it gets hard to get in touch with the team on launch day. Then Friday comes, Friday everybody's a little bit slower, and then the weekend pops up. So we try to get it fixed ASAP. We got some connections inside also with CoinMarketCap. So we're trying to get this fixed ASAP, so that at least for optics it shows a green chart. Same for getting all the according to the DEXs and DEX tools, DEX Screener, CoinMarketCap, all these different numbers that are there. We're going to get this streamlined as well. So we hope probably early next week everything gets fixed. So how to move forward with the new marketing catalyst? Once all these, once all the shillers, once all the what's it called? The short-term people are out and they've sold their allocation. From there on until that time, and the claiming things have not been completely resolved. Like I said, 80 to 90% around now have been resolved. So until 100% of it is resolved, any big marketing catalysts are pretty useless, because what we could do is we could put money in the chart at this stage, and that's fine. But you know, you risk the chance that because these allocations are still getting resolved, and the morally short-term people that are getting these allocations resolved, you're gonna get into a situation where, you know, the chart goes up, and then, you know, you still have the fear from the war and the tough market conditions, and then at that stage, you know, you could put a lot of money in, but if the result is that the price is going to go up and these people still will be selling, it has a backwards effect. You know what I mean? So we can way better get these people out, establish the right floor, which will be around this price. I expect around 2.5-3x from launch price, which is respectable in these market conditions. And that basically from there getting the big marketing catalyst, because with the big marketing catalyst that we have, you know, we announced it yesterday. We got next week a very big update, guys, on Thursday. Thursday is going to have a very big update. It's going to be another business pillars that has a direct effect on the ESX utility, on the ESX chart. So Thursday is going to be a very big day for EstateX in general, because we will announce something absolutely sick, and also for you guys. And it's going to enhance the blockchain. It's going to enhance basically everything that we do, and grow us as a brand and utilize basically the powers that we have. Also, round 2 of AMAs. We expect to do an AMA every day next week with different types of communities. You know, we'll be announcing some cool updates there, also with the catalyst that we'll be doing. And there will also be on Tuesday a announcement with Steve Craggs. So Tuesday we will do an AMA with Steve Craggs, the property director, because we've got some big news, some big property news on Tuesday. So a very big property update on Tuesday, and then a very big business update on Thursday. And in the meantime, we're still doing these, gonna start these these Reddit trending campaigns, like a sleep, these Reddit trending campaigns. We're gonna do these CoinMarketCap. We're gonna stay these coin vote sniper things, because a lot of people, a lot of traffic comes from there and still sees there. But we're also going to be doing, there's a lot of these wallet advertisements, etc. We still have some very big KOLs, but we want to utilize that with some very big news that we have. And once the bottom is in and these short-term sellers are out, then we have this cliff period to completely utilize, and we have some very big news in the work. Not only this week, because this week will be great, but in the coming weeks, guys, like we have some insane announcements stacked up, So we're trying to get these sellers out, and from there on, we're going to build with still a respectable multiplier. Okay, because, you know, I've also been seeing this, like, obviously, and I understand it is the crypto sentiment. So everybody, you know, expects to invest $1,000 and want to be a millionaire, or wants, you know, at least to get their initial investment out from their initial 5%. That's all great, but you know, you also have to be realistic in these market conditions. It's definitely not going to work. And also, guys, you know, we're a long-term project, guys. Come on, we've been working on this for 5 years. We've been developing this for 5 years. Like some of the community members have been here for more than 4 years, 4.5 years. So if you think that, you know, we're not about to get started, you're absolutely crazy. This is where it's going to begin, right? This is where it's going to begin with a stable, respectable floor, building from there. The interest and the word of mouth that we've had over the crypto community is pretty insane. We've been approached by so many people, also people that prefer, you know, previously weren't interested in working, and now all of a sudden they saw the power of the community. They saw those 10,000 messages. They saw the $7 million in volume. Seems like a lot of partners are now way more honest and trying to assist and trying to help. So yeah, I mean, the guys, the crypto experts and the insiders know the power that EstateX has shown, the virality that we've had. And how we're going to move from here, guys, with all the foundations that we have in place. You know, 20 to 35% of the utilities, that still has to go. The first property offerings are coming. We're actually working with DNA on some very, very cool stuff. If you listen to the DNA, what's it called? If you listen to the DNA AMA before the launch, it was very clear. We gave some sneaky updates. Let's say it like that. We gave some sneaky updates. Jake said also that we're working on property offerings with DNA and with their institutional investor network. And once those deals come through, which are pretty big deals, and we do that via tokenization, the white label technology, getting tokenized then on the EstateX blockchain, and then from there, you know, transaction fees, etc., flow through into the EstateX chart. And all of that still has to get started, guys. Like, come on. What are we talking about? Okay, cool. We got that point. So obviously also the 16th of July, still in the planning. It's 3.5 weeks from now. We're going to be launching the testnet. We'll be doing some AMAs with Graham also, because you guys absolutely love Graham, and I love that you love Graham. Yeah, Graham is a great guy. Like that AMA was amazing. The technical knowledge that man has is pretty insane. You know, I'm very, very happy with the team that we have. Yeah, guys, I think that's the majority of it. So lots of launch catalysts, lots of KOLs that we still need to use, lots of marketing that we're going to do, but we want to get these sellers first out, because otherwise it's just going to have a non-effect. Basically, it doesn't really make sense to do it before that has all been done. Also working on secondary listings with CEXs. We will probably hear some news about that as well in the coming time. Also, what we're going to be doing, by the way, very, very cool. This is also for the EstateX blockchain, but it also has something to do with the upcoming business pillar that we're going to release on Thursday, the very big update, is we're going to do demo days. So we're going to do demo days with all these different projects that wants to do something with the EstateX ecosystem or wants to build on the EstateX blockchain. And then we're going to invite all these VCs that are basically going to judge in a sort of a pitch type Shark Tank style, organized by EstateX, powered by EstateX. So the EstateX word goes out there. We're going to get these projects on, and then these projects with their audiences, they also bring then attention back to EstateX. So it's basically like a win-win for both parties. And they have to do something with the ecosystem, or they get win, you know, building on a blockchain or something else, which we're working on. Very, very cool. You'll hear about that soon. And then, yeah, guys, that brings another attention in these demo days, basically, you know, as a win-win push promotion situation with these other projects. It's going to work really, really well. So that's also going to be very cool in a sort of Shark Tank type of style. And we have some quality projects there, man. Some very quality projects. Also going to be announcing a alliance pretty shortly. And we got lots of AMAs and also pushes still with the pre-launch marketing that we had with these communities, these alpha groups, these whale groups, but they have to be used with a catalyst with news, right? Because otherwise it doesn't make sense. Like, you can push now and then, you know, try to get, you know, get sellers then to sell at a higher price. It doesn't really, like I said, make any sense. Okay, guys, I think that's the majority of it. So yes, guys, want to thank you for your attention. Got one other thing. Let me look it up. Yeah, so if your thing hasn't been resolved yet, claiming situation, go to either Xavier or Thomas. The staking pools to lock your tokens are going open, where you can qualify for the AI EstateX airdrop. We'll announce some news about that also very soon, because the development is going very, very good. So we'll be showing some teasers around that very shortly. The AI ESX AI agent, which is gonna facilitate buying, selling, sourcing, portfolio management, leveraging of properties for you. And this AI agent, like I've said hundreds of times before in the AMA, I can dream it by now. That these AI agents, another AI agent have sold up to $100 million in real estate, and it does not do a third of what AI agents can do. So lots of potential in that regard as well. So yeah, guys, it's looking very good, to be honest. Definitely, things could have been better. Let's be realistic. But it is what it is. I think we've done a very respectable act. If it wasn't for the claiming situation, everybody would be gassed and everybody would be happy by now. So a lot of big things upcoming, guys. Very, very positive. Big news catalyst next week. Marketing campaigns, ongoing things. Still have lots of AMAs to do with these ongoing communities. These demo days with other projects that bring in big communities. Very big property update as well, rolling out the business pillars. And don't forget, guys, what the core of EstateX is. The core of EstateX and the ESX token are the ESX blockchain, the 20 to 35% of company revenue that flows back into the token. And all of this is about to get started. So, guys, really appreciate it. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask anything in the community. Also, feel free to ask me. And I see you next time. Ciao, ciao. Bye.